Good morning. We're having one of my contentious discussions on controversial topics of the day, and this time it's on legal matters. I was inspired to do this by the surprising revelation that I discovered via LinkedIn, actually, that apparently in some states in the USA, adultery is actually illegal. Well, that's quite surprising for such a liberal regime as in the United States, but it's not as bad as in this country, for example, because you may argue that having formed a arrangement with another woman, perhaps for tax or financial purposes, that it is actually frowned on to breach it in some way, which might lead to financial breaches, etc. But it's not as bad as in the UK, for example. Never mind being married, the single man, the earnestly seeking partner type of person, is confounded by the current legislation because I believe it is technically illegal to approach a woman in some circumstances to ask for sexual intimacies, say on the street. Now, you could argue that it's the specific acts which are illegal, and I think that's what the law would come down to when it came to the crunch. That is, penetrative intercourse is the illegal thing. But it seems to me it's a bit of a moot point whether what precisely you have done when asking somebody for sexual intimacies. It seems to be you could easily, in the heat of passion, you could tip over the balance and incriminate yourself. And I wonder if the woman has actually thought about it, in that in the man committing the crime in asking her for sexual intimacies, she could be an aggravated to a crime, an accessory to a crime. That's how the things work, isn't it? That's what encouraging a criminal act, an accessory to a crime. So I can't see how this partnership of engaging in illegal activity is actually separated. Now, it's very strange. The UK culture is a very strange culture. I don't particularly understand it, because you have these technical laws, but unfortunately, in my experience, and it's an unfortunate experience in many situations, the woman doesn't help the man out in any sense at work, and often you're treated to an insincere dose of fake attentions at work, whether she's trying to trick you into get you to propose to her, and then you commit a crime or something, or you breach a workplace rule or something like that, or you ask her on a date when it's not wanted. She wants to go on a date, and there seems to be all sorts of trickery going on in the workplace, which I don't fully understand in view of the very draconian laws that the poor hapless man has got in the first place. So that's my opinion there. And also, another observation is the street and cafe culture that seems to exist in the UK. Whilst you see street scenes in cities in Germany and Eastern Europe and France of young people quite at ease with each other and dressed modestly and appropriately and in what I consider normal attire, if you were to look around a British, an English city centre late at night, early hours of the morning, you would see all sorts of scantily clad ladies dressed more like strippers than going out for a night out, or perhaps that's what their view of a night out is, but doesn't really sort of square well with this potential illegality that the the man is committing. I don't know whether this is making the woman more an accessory of the crime, or perhaps excusing the crime that the man might make. I have seen very many strange reports and statements by High Court judges complaining that the woman can't behave like that. She's asking for it to be dressed like that or to behave like that. To which a lot of feminists disagree adamantly that the woman is free to portray herself as she chooses, and that it's only what she says or the man does, but the man can't say or do anything anyway. So the woman's perfectly protected. It seems to me in law, legally, technically. So I'm very puzzled by the legal position, as it seems to be in the UK, and indeed has caused me a lot of problems and anxiousness and distress in the past. So that's what I thought I would like to say this, because it's not only in America, I think, that people seem to get into these issues, the high profile figures naming no names, but we all know who we can sympathise with on these grounds at least. So that's what I'd like to talk about in this little snippet of controversy and interest. Thank you. Goodbye.